300. That's how many pickpockets are reported in Barcelona every single day. They're so skilled you won't even notice them. But if you do, things can escalate fast. The worst part? It could all be stopped with just one simple law change. In this video, I'm pulling back the curtain.
They have a Mercedes, they have an apartment in Paris.
Are you kidding?
You will learn the secret techniques pickpockets use, the scams they run. And finally, you will see how I caught one on camera.
What you were doing here?
I am a magician and I do pickpocketing demonstrations in my shows. Not to steal, but to entertain. But real pickpockets, they do it for profit. And some of their techniques, they're just as calculated as my secret moves when I'm performing. By the way, they're not just small-time thieves. Some are part of networks tied to international crime. And I can't really explain it, but I wanted to see them in action. So I took a trip to Barcelona. 1 p.m. I was heading to the metro station, ready to catch carteristas. But then, I saw this guy selling dancing toys. I sensed a scam.
Can I touch it? Don't touch it. Like this.
You buy other place, no here.
Can I touch it?
Don't touch.
This toy wasn't dancing to music. It was just a piece of paper with a hook connected to an invisible string that ran from the cassette player to the wall. Barcelona is full of scams, which is exactly what we're looking for.
So the goal is to find pickpockets, and we're gonna try to see where they are and get them on camera.
Hours passed, nothing. 6 o'clock, still absolutely nothing. No pickpockets. Where are they? On the train, on the platform. How do I even spot them? I had so many questions. With over 600,000 people riding the Barcelona's metro every single day, finding a pickpocket felt like Misión Imposible. Then I heard about Eliana, pickpockets' worst nightmare. She's famous for catching them and exposing their faces online. I knew I had to meet her. I tried calling her. Nothing actually worked.
3 days, still nothing from her.
After a lot of persistence, it finally happened. For 12 years, she's chased pickpockets. She has been spit on, pushed, even punched. But when I asked why she risks her safety, her own life, her answer was very simple.
Barcelona. Amo Barcelona.
She loves Barcelona, right?
Y lo bueno es que esto se ha replicado en otras ciudades de Europa y aquí se está tomando conciencia y políticos tienen que cambiarla. Están bien esforzados por toda la presión que están poniendo.
And you might be thinking what one person can do. The thing is that she inspired a group of volunteers to do the same. Some of these volunteers are retired police officers who saw the justice system failing and decided to step in. I wanted to catch a pickpocket so badly, so I asked what pickpockets look like.
Like the Bosnian women, they're always at 2 or more. And then, like I said, they have these huge bags or something over their arm.
Yeah, just to cover up the movement, right? Bosnian girl.
They can look like this, like that, sometimes this, or even like that. They can be anyone, any age, any gender, any size, and any color.
So they just caught him right now, right?
Yeah.
And this he has a nice suit. He looks like he would work in finances.
Yeah.
And they basically communicate with each
Yeah,
other, right?
what they usually do is the train comes and they'll separate. And then they'll be close to each other, but they separate. But this is the typical baseball cap, the earbuds where they can communicate. This thing's strapped over his front.
This guy looks like a corporate man. Pickpocket. She looks like an influencer. Pickpocket. She looks like a tourist. Pickpocket. But there's one thing to watch for: body language. They're always scanning, they're always alert. And they almost always have something on them, like a jacket, a bag, like this, something like this. And they have it over their hand like this. They use it to cover a secret move. And let me show you. Can you come? Yeah. This is Martinez. He's filming. What do I say? Wave. I'm using this hand to unzip.
Yeah, what they'll do is say you're the victim. One will get in front of you and act like there's congestion.
Yeah.
So they'll slow you down. You're stuck there between the two of them. That's when they rob you. You're so focused on getting in the train that they're robbing you from behind.
Suddenly, a secreta, which is a Spanish word for a secret police officer, walked by. I saw nothing, but Eliana knows some of them. And there's no way to tell if they're cops because they wear everyday clothes. I wasn't allowed to film them to maintain their anonymity.
No tienen ni que decir nada, ellos se comunican con nosotros visualmente y es bastante buena la comunicación, ¿a que sí? Entendemos así.
So we're going to go to another line.
So we're switching lines right now because on that side, secret police is working and they asked us to change the lane because they're following a certain group of people for a few hours and then they want to catch them. So things are happening. You're just taking a metro and you don't know anything. You don't think anything is happening, but at the same time, things are happening.
Pickpocketing in Barcelona is a big problem. But some people say, leave them alone. They're just trying to survive. I used to think that too, until I saw this.
One of the pickpockets dropped her phone and she just ran off. And so we got it and we started looking through her phone, and this is the kind of pictures that they have in there.
Look, so that I was shocked to see what she found.
They have a Mercedes, they have an apartment in Paris.
Are you kidding?
No, we have all their documentation and everything.
Fancy cars, big houses, loads of cash, expensive clothes, and a lavish lifestyle.
Siempre se ríen de nosotros porque nosotros pagamos impuestos y ellos no pagan impuestos.
Well, they say they laugh at us because we pay taxes, but they get all the rewards.
Es como,
Yeah.
usa el sistema médico en España, en toda Europa usa un sistema médico 0 euros,
Yeah.
colegios 0 euros. ¿Por
Get
qué?
everything free.
¿Por qué?
Yeah.
Yo tengo que pagar y él no.
Yeah.
Es injusto, no es justo. Es un chico de 26 años que evitó un robo a unos argelinos, le robaron y así terminó.
The thieves came back and slit his throat and killed him on the beach. And that's the mother with his ashes taking it to Colombia.
Yo fui a casa de la madre y decir lo siento, lo siento, lo siento. Y yo me sentía culpable, porque igual él me ha visto actuar y hizo lo mismo. Y la madre me dijo, tranquila, tú no eres la culpable. La culpable es todos esos políticos que dejan entrar todos esos delincuentes al país.
Yeah.
Y tranquila, yo lo que no quiero es que más madres lloren a sus hijos, para que no más madres...
Hey guys, real quick, I want to tell you about the sponsor of this video, and it's something that can save you from being scammed when you travel. So, you land in a new country and you need the internet for Uber, hotel check-ins, maps. What you do, find the nearest kiosk and get all-included SIM card. It's a scam. Most likely you will need to top up the card or you're gonna overpay. This is where Sleight comes in. It's an eSIM app made by NordVPN that gives you affordable data plans in over 190 countries. So you download the app, click Explore Plans, choose a country that you're traveling to. I'm gonna go with Spain because we're traveling to Barcelona, and choose from many different data plans. I'll give you a little secret. Type in Rokas to get 15% discount. Purchase, you can either use Apple Pay or debit card and click Install eSIM. Allow. That's it. You're ready to use your Sleight.
This isn't about survival. It's an organized crime. And here's a shocking fact. Some of these networks operate in multiple cities across Europe. Barcelona, Milan, Paris. They're all connected. Eliana showed me a map created by volunteers that details how pickpockets operate like a business. Different roles, different locations. You won't believe what happened next. We went to the final subway stop where many pickpockets live. There's even a coffee shop where they hang out. When they saw Eliana, things got out of control. One of them came out with a knife, a dinner knife, but still not the most pleasant moment of the day. The tension skyrocketed. Police showed up. They took our IDs, but they warned us. If this ends up on YouTube, we will be in big trouble. Here is the problem. Even when the pickpockets are caught, the fine is just 400 euros. To them, that's nothing. It's just the cost of doing business. Do you honestly think 400 euros will stop them? Some of these thieves make more in a day than most people make in a month.
Yeah, fuck you. And these police, these are the examples of the worst police. Like she's excusing their actions.
Yeah.
And
What?
they tried to rob her yesterday and they threw her down the escalators.
Who? Her?
Yeah, hospital clinic.
No sé quién fue. Sentí un empujón.
Volunteers like Eliana are pushing for stricter laws, heavier fines, harsher penalties, and even a ban on entering the country for repeat offenders. But the government remains absolutely silent. Problem isn't just the pickpockets, it's the lack of consequences. So from my understanding, government could change the whole situation by changing one simple law.
Why so many pickpockets come to Barcelona?
Because it's like heaven for them.
Yeah, they don't do anything.
So it's there's like they're attacking them, but not pickpockets.
I reached out to main Catalan police union.
Even when caught, pickpockets often face minimal consequences, which does little to deter repeat offenders.
They shared shocking statistics. In 1 year, 5 people were arrested 189 times. That's nearly 40 arrests each. Together, they have 354 criminal records.
A new legislative reform softens the penalties for petty theft in cases of repeat and multiple offenders, increasing the punishment for fine to prison sentences 6 to 18 months. However, it's still not proving effective as the legal requirements are very complex to enter in prison. Very, very few pickpockets are actually going to prison.
That's why police catch them and they're back out the next day. I thought this is it. I tried to find a pickpocket, I tried to catch it.
6 hours in the metro with Eliana, and
I was wrapping up the video, filming the outro when it happened. I was heading back to the hotel when I saw 2 guys enter the metro. They were scanning the crowd, looking at everyone. Problem? The team and I were on one side of the train, they were on the other. We turned on our cameras. How could 3 of us surround them without being noticed? We started strategizing. Then things got wild. A group of partygoers entered the metro next to us. Loud, distracted, easy targets. One of pickpockets took the bait. He moved toward them, not realizing he had just stepped into our trap. You couldn't plan it better. We had 3 cameras pointing at him. I thought he would go for the party group, but instead he looked at me, at the fanny pack around my waist. I got a rush of adrenaline. I could feel it in my chest. That same guy, one of the partygoers, became the target. The pickpocket covered his arm and reached into the bag of the person standing right next to me. I couldn't tell if his hand was actually in the bag or just hovering. It's almost impossible to see.
Hey, what you were doing here?
Sorry,
And it turned out it was the perfect moment. It felt surreal because I caught a pickpocket on camera. Thanks for watching.